Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the tavern. Thank you for waiting patiently while I've had to take a little bit of a prolonged rest for I could not record because of the lovely pneumonia. Pneumonia? No, bronchitis that I was getting over. So thank you for the patience. We're going to be continuing listening to more Sleep Token today, and probably for the next couple of videos because, oh man, have I fallen down a rabbit hole, and I absolutely love this particular rabbit hole that we've fallen down. It's been so much fun getting to listen and experience kind of the interesting music that we've been kind of going along with here. But today we are going to be listening to multiple Sleep Token songs that apparently, according to, the fandom of it, have kind of collectively helped to tell a story. These are not just from one particular album, as I know some people have said, hey, you should go listen to the entirety of an album and then go back, or hey, you should listen to these particular ones. But after compiling a bunch of the lists together, we've at least found 4 of them that seem to kind of tell at least some type of overarching story, or at least that's what has been told to me before I've actually gone and, done my reactions to this stuff. So, the first one we're going to be listening to is The Night Does Not Belong. I believe that's what I have up. Yep, The Night Does Not Belong to God. And we're going to continue on from there and kind of push forward. So, as always, make sure that you like, subscribe, comment, do all those lovely things that we always do. I always love hearing your suggestions and ideas. If you want to help to support the tavern out more, there is memberships that you are more than welcome to buy into, which will give you early access to these videos, as well as gives you a special role within the Discord. If you want to join the Discord and all that and kind of keep talking with the rest of the community, all of those links in the description as always. And please support the original artist. That's what we always ask. My main purpose here is always to kind of continue to spread the joy of music one way or the other. So yeah, let's just have some fun today, shall we? All right. Anyways, let me get my, because I think I have the visualizer out for this one. Yeah, from Sleep Token. I'm going to start with The Night Does Not Belong to God and kind of make our way forward. As a reminder for how these typically work, I tend to start and stop a lot. And I have lyrics pulled up just because they helped out immensely last time with me trying to figure out the story of stuff. So we'll just see what happens. So if you want to listen to it without pause, check the original artist out. That's kind of the major thing. I know this particular song has been out for ages, but 5 years is ages at this point, at least. That's when this video was uploaded, I think. Either way. The Night Does Not Belong to God. Let me make sure all of my things are correct on here before we start. Yep, they look like they are. Cool. All right, I'm going to pull up my lyrics and let's get to listen. Oh, that's the wrong video. Boop. And let's get to listening. That's a different way to start. Sounds like some very distorted guitar, maybe? I love the build-up for a lot of this. And again, I've noticed this a lot with a lot of Sleep Tokens music to begin with. It always seems to be a slow build-up. And I like that because it really helps you to kind of hear things. And it sounds like this is some type of either a synth or a modified guitar. I'm going to be playing in the beginning plug it into a distorter and kind of make it work that way. But that bum bum bum, just starting with the da 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 and then adding the da da and then piano at the down there gives this mysterious vibe that we're going for. It reminds me of what you would hear with something more religious to start out with. I want to start that again. It's cool to kind of have that, especially I wonder if this is trying to parody what we would normally hear in kind of like a religious setting to start out with. I love how they just keep adding to the rhythm here, just to kind of give that initial pulse and beat for us. It's really cool. That piano in that lower range just does so well with it just being held out as drones. It's so cool. It's a cool way to start. It's a nice way to build up. Like every time we go through a progression, we seem to add another instrument to here, kind of building up on those timbres. It's very chill right now. I most likely will go verse by verse for this because that's a lot of how my brain works from there. This really does. This gives me church vibes. And I think it's trying to parody religious music or sacred music in a way. I mean, just based on what the title of this piece is. Remember, I'm going to this with no context at all. But this it almost feels like a rebirth, a reawakening aspect of something. Either like we're either at a funeral or a rebirth. That's kind of what it partially feels, because this is kind of that more sacred vibe that you would get from there, especially with the repetitiveness and kind of the way that the vocalist is like inflecting. When you live by daylight with angels at your side, in order now bestowed by the light of the sunrise. It feels, man, this feels more. It just feels like a rebirth, a rising for some reason. Something's like just getting back into something. I don't know. That's the initial vibe I get from there. And that's just because of the repetitiveness and the kind of timbre that we're hearing from there. Again, it feels like you've just entered a church and you're hearing one of their hymns as like people enter. This is almost like the start of something. That's what it feels like to me. Ooh, I like those harmonies. Oh my gosh, those harmonies there, and when you remember everything until only the sun recedes once again, you would typically hear this in most religious pop music, religious rockish music. It's always in this like fifth and sixth range where you have the main melody always like a lot lower than the harmony. And that is something that you 100% always find in like religious music. Why does this give me such religious vibes? I don't think it's supposed to be, but it feels like it. I love those like fifth, sixth there. I like the syncopation there. You know, this is really cool. We have this synth line, this da 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 da, which almost sounds like, sunset is happening every time we hear that. But I like that syncopation is eventually doubled within the drum that comes in after the night comes down, like heaven is repeated quite a few times. This is what I normally feel like a religious rock band would play. There's got to be some parody of this, or at least like taking Sleep Token's brand and putting it over sacred rock. Especially with the way that it's building and with the chord progression, it is so similar to what you would hear with rock religious music. It's throwing me off a little bit. I like this style of music. It's just, it throws you off a little bit. That sound in the background, like when you just have this like absence of instrumentation and just have the vocals in there, that is again something that similarly happens with like with in most bridges of the genre we're trying to like meld together. It's so cool. Like again, you have normally the double or trio voices that are making some type of like more Picardy third style things, what you would hear within religious music. The whites of your eyes turn black in the low light, and turning divine, we tangle endlessly. Gosh, this again sounds like either this sounds like we're at a funeral or a rebirth, one or the other. I can't tell, but it's giving me such mixed vibes. It's interesting. It's very interesting. God, the vocals are so well placed. Ooh, man, I feel like I'm back in a sacred band. And then we are going to have the instrumentation slowly come back in as we're probably going more towards the chorus again, right? Yep, with the same da da do do with the syncopation added into there. God, the vocal range. This is one person just constantly doing that. That's really cool. I feel like I need like a cell phone out and kind of doing like the kind of vibe wave thing that you would see with most like lighter rock music, which is different because there is still heavier instrumentation done, which like Sleep Token tends to do since they lean more on the metal side of music. But this is like it feels like it feels more like it's parodying more of a religious aspect, and that's an interesting concept to take music that way to I don't know if it's even parodying. Maybe this is like intentional, especially if this gives me either rebirth or somebody dying or somebody forgetting something. Like the lyrics, especially since a lot of them have to be like kind of the opposite of what you would normally hear with, you know, something spiritual. It's saying more that nighttime is falling, like that's going down to heaven, or the whites of your eyes start to turn black. So it's almost like somebody's like passing away or forgetting things or something. I don't know. But I love the heavy instrumentation, like at this last part of the chorus, most likely. And is it looping because somebody is slowly like losing the light? That's why the night is coming down? Is that what the lyrics are implying through here? It's beautiful music. I would 100% listen to this all the time. Just to listen to it. It's hard for me not just to vibe to this because it's... And then we end exactly how we start, with it probably just slowly taking instruments away until we get back to the do-do-do. It is. Oh, I love when music does the same intro and outro there. It's such a nice way to kind of rewrap everything into one package. It's cool. It's cool. And we have that same like structure. And I like the structure that Sleep Token does. Like every single one of their songs that I've listened to, they've started by putting how's the best way to describe it? They start by putting the music like just building it up with like some type of basic chord, whether it's one instrument doing it or like a bunch of them, and then we constantly keep like building up to that. We'll then add a little bit more than other instrumentation, then a little bit more, then we add the lyrics, then we start getting heavier with the instruments, take everything away, make it as heavy as possible, and then reintroduce how the beginning was. It's super cool. It's super cool. But yeah, this felt more like either, I don't know, funeral, a rebirth, somebody slowly losing something. Like, it feels like the adverse of what sacred music would typically be, because this gave me the stereotypical vibe of what most sacred rock music sounds like. A little bit of Suno lore. I used to be part of a praise band, and especially with just how the lyric structure, the timbre of the instrumentation, just how the structure of the piece was, it gave that kind of praise band vibes back to me, which is, it's fascinating to have someone so devoted to metal kind of mix it with that kind of thing. But again, this whole thing apparently is supposed to tell some type of story. So this was part one of that story at least. Yee, this is exciting. I like trying to like figure and meld things out. So next in the story, I'm sorry, I was in the comments a little bit. We're going to be going to Chokehold now. Oh, this gives me horror vibes immediately. Ugh. I don't like that. That gives me just a feeling of dread immediately. That is such a weird kind of feeling to have this like very, I mean, there is still like a structured version of like a rhythm down there, but it's being like distorted by what sounds like drones of maybe some type of like low guitar or something, and the birds chirping in the background too. Like hearing both of those together is very unsettling. And I think that's the vibe they're going for anyway. This feels like just gloom and doom completely. I don't like it. Well, I like it, but it gives me such an uneasy feeling, which is not a bad thing, right? Ooh. Ooh. And this gives me like 9-finger death punch, Evanescence, that kind of thing. With an axe appearing in there. Like Revenge Sevenfold, 9-finger death punch. I know I'm probably saying those things, but this like grunge style that I hear back there, and just having it that one like distorted, uneasy guitar with this one like very throaty singer going into there makes it feel dark, makes it feel menacing. I'm getting chills just kind of going from here. Maybe it's almost like I can't breathe. Is that why it's called Chokehold? What is this? Like the axe rising from the background over there? Ugh. When we were made, it was no accident. We were tangled up like branches in a flood. Oh man, I don't like that. But I do. It's creepy. God, I love the voice. Ooh, that like blade, that little scoop, that makes it even more chilling. Oh, I love when vocalists kind of use those small little like inflections in their voice to, even if it's just to like scoop up to like a note from there. It gives it a chilling feeling. I want to hear that again. I mean, blade slice up. Is that why we're going upward? Ooh. This almost sounds like it's some type of challenge. When we were made, it was no accident. We were tangled up like branches in a flood. I come as a blade, a sacred guardian, so keep me sharp and test my worth in blood. Ooh, this almost feels like it's a challenge. It like is someone getting ready to fight something, someone getting ready to challenge some type of inner demon, something from there. Like, is this like the training arc of whatever kind of, you know, story we're being pushed forward to? It's chilling. It's chilling. It almost sounds like someone's getting ready for battle, getting ready to go off to some type of fight or war or something super important. That's what it feels like to me, at least. See how the chorus works. Ooh. A little bit of trap percussion there. Man, that like tubular bell part or whatever is in the background, because it almost sounds like a vibraphone without the without the, I call it the wah-wah thing, that gives it its vibration, almost like turns super slow or something, or like somebody's taking a mallet to tubular to tubular. What the heck is those word? Tubular bells. There we go. Tubular bells, and just kind of like dampening it to give this kind of almost undergroundish, uneasy feeling. And like that trap beat along with there, that is kind of menacing. Holy cow, that made this feel like, oh, this is not going to be an easy challenge going forward. And I like the ahs in the background too. I didn't notice that until now. Yeah. Ooh. So I like that we still took that what started like the distorted guitar part in the beginning, and now it's less distorted and it's more rhythmic. Do 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 do. Also, this figure here looks a lot like something from like Nier Automata, and it really gives me the vibes of being in that world right now. Like it feels like it's some sort of challenge that's about to like hit somebody, but man, the amount of heaviness that just played from that one pulse was just immediately felt from like anguish, anticipation, anxiousness to like I'm charged and ready to go, or a fight's about to break out. And that just comes to like the metal aspects. It's super cool. I love hard music like this. Those ahs too. Kind of also bringing that initial kind of syncopation that was introduced in the guitar at the beginning. And there's even a little piano replicating that too. That's super cool. And then we kind of go back to being a little bit harder to hear the rhythm. I love that the chorus line, or at least, you know, the instrumentation, or I guess we can call it the instrumental break before verse 2, really kind of introduced how the main rhythm and pulse of the rest of this is going to sound. They lighten the load up a little bit like we do with most grunge music, like we do with most metal, and we're really trying to focus on those lyrics from there. And it's cool. It's such a cool way that Sleep Token just transitions from like section to section that keeps somebody hooked and listening to this, and just it feels good, man. It just feels so good. Almost like we already know what we have to do no matter what. Keep building that up. I can hear it build. Ooh. So I like that the verses seem to be split into like an A part of the verse and a B part of the verse. The A being kind of this is kind of what I've been through. This is what I'm willing to do. And no matter what, when we get to the B, we start rising a little bit more. We start hitting those chords, hitting those lyrics a lot harder to be like, haha, I'm not going to give up no matter what from there. But this sounds like whatever is going on here. Beneath the stormy seas, above the mountain peaks, it's all the same to me. It makes no difference. I've seen my days unfold, done the impossible. I'll turn my walls to gold to bring you home again. It feels like it's just this person's been on a journey to get something or someone back from what sounds like they were either stolen or taken away, or maybe this was what the journey was supposed to be about, was to retrieve what was lost or get something from there. So this almost feels like almost like we're close to that end. The end is sight, the end is there. The goal that we're trying to reach, trying to aim for, trying to get, trying to obtain is right around the corner, and we're just not going to stop for anything. And we kind of hear that with how the music keeps rising and rising and rising. Like here's all the ups and downs of this journey, but we're still continuing to push on no matter what, no matter what. obstacles are getting pushed. I don't know. That's my interpretation. I'm probably very wrong. I don't know any of the context behind these songs. I'm just listening to them and trying to interpret something out of lyrics and whatever lore might be over there. And I love to hear the lore. Like I want to know the full stories of this stuff, because this is just me and my D&D nerdiness and my VTuber love JRPG loreness, what the music is at least like describing to me at this point. And it's exciting. I enjoy it. Are we going to get higher and higher? Okay, it's still a little bit on the lower side. So maybe we'll repeat that same pattern again. And back to the chorus, back to the hard music. Ooh. Yeah. Honestly, I feel like I'm in some type of boss battle right now. Like, it doesn't matter. Like, this really feels like that we've just met whatever the main antagonist of this journey that we're on right now is. Like, I don't care what you do to me. Even though if you got me in a chokehold, I'm not going to give up. I might be my lowest of low, but I'm going to keep pushing through. And this is just kind of like, we're down on our last leg here, especially with that voice going again, scooping up to that higher range there. It feels like we're just about to like push forward. We're about to get our second reckoning to pwn whatever monster or beast might be having us in a chokehold right now. It's so cool. The imagery itself is just kind of creepy too. Yeah, it just sounds like no matter what, you're just going to continue pushing forward with what you believe in. No matter what, like, challenges might be sticking over there. You might have me in a chokehold, but I'm still going to continue to do what I believe in, or something like that. It literally feels like just the hero zeal at that point. This is my idea. This is what I really want. This is what I want to push forward with. I don't care what challenges lie ahead. I'm devoted to whatever. That, again, that's what it feels like. I could once again be very wrong. It's just, I don't know. It's how it feels. It's what vibing with, it's what vibes with me with the music as we like go forward. So, all right. Cool. These have been awesome so far. Two very different styles of songs. We have one that, felt more religious rock, and then we have one that felt more metal. So I wonder how we're going to continue with this. I'll find out, I guess, when the next thing we listen to will be Take Me Back to Eden, which apparently a lot of people have been asking me to do. So I am very curious to see what will happen with this one. So, as I've seen this one pop up so many times for people who are like, you need to listen to this, you need to listen to this. So here we go. We're going to listen to it. So, Take Me Back to Eden. I'm very excited for this one. So this is the third part of the story, I guess. But let's see how we continue to wrap around things. This is the longest one, too. My brain immediately went to Undertale for some reason. I don't know why, but this just feels like the entrance to the whole ba ba ba. Just, it feels we're more distant, especially with kind of the rustling noises and just this, like, what almost sounds like church bells. It's an eerie start again. I like eerie starts though. It's perfect for October. It's perfect for the month right now. At least that I'm recording this. It's close to Halloween. The week of Halloween actually, so it's like, ooh, I like getting those chills. But it's very nerving and calming at the same time. Almost like I'm starting an Elden Ring journey. It could be what we get with the Elden Ring journeys. Hold on, I have the wrong lyrics up. Whoopsies. All right, let's try this again. Let's try this again. All right, I'm gonna rewind it just a little bit now that I have the right lyrics up. Sorry about that, guys. I dream in phosphorescence, bleed through spaces, see you drifting past the fall, but no one told you where to go. This kind of gives me the vibes of the first one I listened to, just at least with kind of the first song out of the four that I'm doing at the same time. That first one being "The Night Does Not Belong to God." It kind of has that like very minimalist stuff in the beginning. It's an uneasiness thing. I'm uneasy right now. So to me, this almost feels like the fight that we were hearing with Chokehold. This is like the end part of it now. Like, did we kill it? Are we dying? Did we succeed in our journey? Did we die for our beliefs? As it just feels like at least that this is almost like the dying wishes of our main character here. Seeing the drift past fun, no one told you where to go. We dive through crystal walls. No one told me not to breathe. Now the weightlessness recedes. It almost feels like we've ascended. Like maybe we have ascended. Maybe this is kind of the last thoughts as we're here on Earth, or as the journey ends, or we've accomplished what we needed to, or feel fulfilled. I'm not sure. It feels like it almost feels like an epitaph. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe the chorus will help out a little bit more. This almost does feel like the conflict is coming to an end, or the conflict is coming to a max at this point. I'm not sure, because like even with the chorus, my those eyes like fire, I'm a winged insect, you're a funeral pyre. It almost sounds like, ha, I have beaten you, or oh no, you're about to beat me. Again, I can't get the vibe one way or the other. Like this feels like an epitaph on one way or the other. Like, did we win? Did we lose? Is our goal done? Did we accomplish what we needed to do? It feels somebody on one aspect or another is either talking about victory or defeat, or at least that's how I'm interpreting it, at least. Ooh, yeah. Man, like when we talk about Take Me Back to Eden, that's almost like take me back to where I began, let me die or let me ascend or something. So it almost feels like a pleading of please, I've done what you wanted, get me to where I need to be or something like that, or I'm on my deathbed or something. But just that, like, first of all, the visuals of this are phenomenal, but we have this lightness immediately into this like hard metal, hard rock style, which immediately, you saw me, I started thumping. It's hard not to thump when you have this very heavy music coming forward. It is cool. It it gets your heart pumping. It's super cool. Oh, even getting into the upper falsetto range. Ooh! Holy cow, wait, did we just go from that last Take Me Back to Eden going into that high falsetto range, which sounds like it almost went up like 2 octaves. That's crazy to be able to just kind of do that like right on the spew there. It really helps to build up the anticipation of this. Like, that was impressive with it going that high. That did almost like an octave, or at least an octave. Like, holy cow. That's impressive with that range. Dang. That was really cool. Oh, and there we go again with the next verse. It's going to be like just the voice focus, isn't it? Oh, I love when the verses do this. Okay. All right, not what I expected. I expected it to be similar to the verse 1, where it's this more like epitaph, like feeling of I've pushed this hard. Now what are we going to do? Instead, we go into this more like, I don't want to call it rapping because it's not rapping, but this more fast paced singing, which seems to be more on the darker, I don't want to call it the darker tone because it's really not the darker tone here, but it is. This whole thing is dark. It feels it. This feels like the final battle. This feels like the final stand. At least verse 1 was like maybe saying we're suffered so much, so let's just take back. But you know what? I'm going to get up no matter what happened, and I'm going to fight up until my last breath or something, at least with how the verse changed with how with just the lyrics going differently from there. It was a lot more talkier. It's a lot more hip hoppy here. And then we even have like the pulse getting even stronger. Take a piece of my pay stub. White roses, black doves, godmother, rise up. I need you to see me for what I have become. Those eyes like fire. I like how we're still melding these genres so well together. And I know, again, this is what Sleep Token does. They've created their own genre to be able to just constantly like push forward. Also, I like that this is now a little bit more clear with the imagery, because before it was a lot darker. We see the sun like rising, or a light rising, with this like angel, maybe angel of death. But like this second verse, spit blood when I wake up, sing porcelain stain, choking my brain matter and makeup. Just 2 days since the mainframe went down, I'm still messed up. A lot of this just sounds like, hey, I've taken so many hits, I've taken so many L's, but I am still at least going to take a part of you with me when I need to rise up. I'm going to stand up one more time, no matter how many times you hit me down. I need you to see what I've become on this long journey. It feels, hey, you might have kept beating me down, but I'm going to keep rising up, and we're both going back to hell or something. I don't know. It's just, it's a lot of mixed emotions in here. And this like second verse is like this is the diss track that the hero is saying to the villain before they get stricken down or something. It's interesting. Not what I expected. And then we have the chorus again, which I like that the chorus this time around has seemed to have taken kind of the style and beats of verse 2 and kind of evolved it a little bit to kind of meld one and two together. Because the first chorus was Very similar to how verse 1 was arranged. Not very fast moving, lots of powerful chords, but now we have this more like trap pulse, trap beat over here, and it feels like the whole tempo has just increased a little bit, even though we're doing the same kind of lyrics for the chorus and everything. So it gives it a very different feel than what we did like a little bit ago. It's a really cool effect. I like it a lot. It's amazing what you could do with just a little bit of change to your tempo and timbre to really give an entirely different effect based on what part you are in your story. Yep, it is the same exact lyrics because this is the chorus. So how's verse 3 going to change it up now? Because each verse is changing this somehow. So what are we going to do this time? We're returning into a sadder aspect now. Feels more bluesy now to me. This is going to be like a blues style now? Interesting. Like now it kind of feels, you know what this verse really reminds me of? This reminds me a lot of an OST for a particular thing, possibly called Endwalker, because this reminds me of the last zone of Endwalker. If that came out in 2021 and this came out in 2023, interesting. Like, I don't know. This third verse here reminds me so much of like the last zone of Endwalker, with just kind of, you know, the feeling of it where we're kind of past, we're at the final epitaph. This is the last part of the journey now. We're pushing forward towards where we wanted our journey's end to be. That we've no idea we've got until we lose it. This almost sounds like we're just gonna we're pushing back. We're doing our final stand or something. It sounds so much like that, and it's with how the piano just kind of changed the whole thing. It's so cool. Like, this sounds like a sad love song now. Like the end of a journey is approaching. My God, this feels so much like that. It's such a cool meld. It's like we're too far now. We're already way too deep into this, so we just need to keep biting down. This is like the resolution towards here. It's oh God, like it just feels like how this journey has been going is just, we've lost so much. Like no amount of love will keep it around if we don't choose it. I don't know what it's got its teeth in me, but I'm about to bite back in anger. It's like we've lost so much, but we're still going to keep persevering. We're going to keep pushing forward. It's so hard to, though, because literally everything we've worked up to this point is gone, but we're still here. So maybe there's a little bit of hope left, you know, that kind of like vibe and feeling. It's very heartfelt. It's very emotional. Like this is a journey all in one song. No wonder it's so long. It's telling like a massive hero's journey in one like epitaph. It's giving me chills every time we like change and do something a little bit different. It's super cool. Is the chorus going to replicate that too? Yep, it kind of replicates this new idea. Because it's like combining all three verses into like this one strong thing of the darkness slowly surrounding you. Which is probably why the imagery is the way it is too. This is like the last stand. You're like standing at the end of your journey. This is literally like standing at the end of the journey, watching like the darkness come around you. And like either you've struck the final blow or the final blow has been struck and you're just seeing the blackness come around. That's I mean, the imagery itself kind of like shows that too, but my God, it's oh, this is like a whole hero's journey in one song, and I love it. And I like that we're just kind of repeating important parts of the chorus and some of the verses all at once, like tangled up here. It's really cool with the post-chorus and the refrain. Is it just going to be like pure silence for the last three lines? Nope! Yes! I was waiting for this. It's such a build-up. So now are we just going to have the screamo part of, oh, yes, yes! Like again, I know, oh no, and one of the comments in one of the previous videos, or one of my reactions, like, wait, are you saying a heavy metal thing could actually do screamo things, like blah 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 blah? But look, they don't do it. I haven't listened to a lot of their music yet where they've done it, and every time it hits, it's like boom, and this is another like boom type thing here, and oh my God, that made me light up there. Like it's just a build up, and then boom as we go to the refrain. Oh, that is such a nice resolution. Yeah, I want to hit. Oh, beautiful. Oh, that made me give chills. I want to hear that again. Yeah. Oh man, I got chills with that. Woo! This is like that. I've done it. I've accomplished my goal. You can take me now. Oh, and just with all the blackness of the imagery here, damn, just damn, I have chills. Just, oh, we've died. Or we've completed our goal, or something. That just sort of feels like it's like I've done everything I needed to. I've suffered. I've pushed through everything. We've done everything we needed to do. So just take me back. This is like the last calling, the last chill from there. Oh my gosh, that was a journey in itself. Holy cow! Like I wasn't expecting there to take me through an entire hero's journey in just like one song. Like I know it's an 8.5 minute song, and honestly, it didn't even feel like that it was 8.5 minutes. That's crazy. But damn, it just there's so much to unravel there. Like it felt like literally the if you're thinking of like some type of RPG or some type of end of hero's journey, it's just the hero and the villain talking, and then the fight actually happens. Then there's like that almost that final blow where you're like at the verse 2 is like the midpoint fight of it, and then after we have like hit each other and hurt each other to the point of either of us are down on the ground bleeding to death or whatever, and then we hit that last thing and just the screamo at the end being like that killing blow. My journey is done. I can die peacefully, or I've done what I needed to do. And it's just, oh God, all that just wrapped into one. That is amazing. Holy cow. I like when music can tell that much of a story, and oh man, did it tell that much of a story. It's so much, and I love it. And I love every part of it. And it's just, oh God, I'm going to have to be listening to this on repeat like 30,000 times. I got chills. I got chills. Speaking of chills, we have one more to go out of this set, and it's going to be Euclid, which is supposed to be I guess, the last part of this storyline. So, I mean, you know, we've just pretty much had what felt like a final conflict. So maybe this is the resolution to it after whatever kind of, you know, goes forward for there. I have the lyrics popped up, but yeah, let's see how this story is going to end then. All right. Anyways, I said it long. Euclid. I don't know. I'm terrible with names. That's just kind of a meme of this. I'll say Euclid, blah, 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 and then just kind of go forward from there. Euclid.
Oh my god.
Useless. Useless, Bard. You can't say anything right. Blech. Okay. Anyways, whatever this song is, let's listen to it. Go. Okay, so we go from massive screamo, take me back to Eden, to this Billy Joel piano that we hear at the beginning. Oh my, everything is resolving. That is weird. I'm not used to hearing their music this like happy-go-lucky to start out with. What the hell? That was a culture shock. I like it though. Now I feel like I'm at some Billy Joel concert. I seriously feel I'm gonna hear "Don't Go Wasting to Try to Please Me." I was a huge Billy Joel fan as a kid. So, like, the Billy Joel music was the first thing that got me into music, oddly enough. I don't know why Billy Joel, of all people, got me to appreciate music, but I don't know. That's just the vibes I immediately got into there was just, let me just have my glasses, let me have my alcoholism, and let me have all of my just piano man bullshit. Okay, anyway, I'm good. Let's continue. Couldn't help it. That's all I saw with it. I like that. It's so different.
Just run it back, give me 5 whole minutes. I am freaked out on the inside, burning. I've got a ghost in the hallway, grinning, and a heavy head that won't stop turning. If my fate is a bad collision, and if my mind is an open highway, give me the twilight two-way vision. Give me one last ride on a sunset sky.
So if this whole 4 songs that we've been listening to is supposed to be like one major story, or at least that's what I'm led to have believed, if I've listened to the right 4 ones, it feels like we've just had the crazy boss battle, and now this is kind of like the epilogue where you know, even though if things have been bad, even though the journey was hard, at least I have one more ride where I can just remember the good times and kind of push things forward. It's it feels like the hero can finally rest, and that's what it feels like. I mean, I like it. It gives a nice vibe to the intenseness of the 8.5 minutes that we just listened to. Interesting. Or just because I heard that refrain now, is this right after the final battle? The hero is just laying in bed about to like die from all of the insanity or kind of losing away. And this is just kind of reminiscing about all the good times that we had on the journey or something like that. Cause this almost feels like it's an actual, like, this is my last day on a living type of song. Just from that refrain, man, that made me fully change how I felt with just like 5 seconds of music. I was not expecting happy go lucky to this is your last day on earth, or at least that's how it felt because it was so robotic. It's like time was running out there. Maybe this is like someone on their deathbed now. What is unique to me is I believe that we're still using the same chord progression, even with that kind of robotic, kind of Debbie Downer feeling from there that we just had with the piano. Like, we had this lovely little piano thing, which I believe is still the same progression that we had with that. That's such a cool effect if that's what it was. I like it. Oh, it's cool. I like that we add like the percussion aspect to this now. So it's building up. So adding that like pulse into there now, it really does feel like this is somebody's last message, somebody's last day, and they're just kind of revisiting or being like, "Don't be sad for me." I played along with what I was supposed to do at this point. I want to go beyond this world now, this realm. I've been suffering too long, so just hopefully wherever I go, I will go kind of vibe, kind of feeling for it. It's sad optimism, I guess. Like this feels like someone who's gone off to do what they needed to do and now just wants to enjoy whatever time they have left. It doesn't sound like there's that much time left at this point. And it's when you have happy sad, which is kind of the vibe that I'm getting from this. It hits the heartstrings of this. I like it. I like that the refrain does this because it almost feels like time is really going by way too fast. Ooh. Oh, whoa. Okay, so we are continuing the happy, sad vibe. Like, this whole piano plus voice, do you remember me? And then we have the rock element that's like, because there's your call. Then you have the response, which is the sad part. Da 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 da. Then we have light again. And when the rain gathers. I'm not singing anything right, I know, but it's like this is just again my first view of it. Da 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 da. I was just kind of joking, like I don't want to say joking, but I was just like happy, sad, happy, sad. It literally feels like we're just going through an emotional like whirlwind with this. Holy cow! I wasn't expecting that. That's such a cool mesh. Is this whole verse like this now? Oh, that's so cool. That's so clever. Oh, I love that. Oh. It is happy sad. Oh. This feels like a goodbye song. And I still love that they're still doing the sleep token build-up thing too. Oh. And the synth in the background building it up even more. And then we just combine both the happy and the sad together near the end of the verse. Oh my gosh, this is so much. There is so much going on here. Like this whole, which feels like mish of like reminiscing and dying and reminiscing and dying and reminiscing and dying. And it just keeps going back and forth with this. It just like having combinations. It almost feels like, again, someone is saying to look at the good, but don't forget the bad. Like remember what we pushed through, but just remember the good and bad times because that's what's going to help you make stronger. And it's just like I'm just, this is overwhelming me a little bit. Like I know I don't sound like it, but when I start like getting gibberish instead of actually like, you know, being able to talk fully about it, it means that it's resonating in a different way for me. Like this whole light heavy is hard to listen to in a good way. It's not in a bad way. Like it's in a very good way because of the amount of emotional timbre that we're pushing through. When you have a listener See, I'm rambling. This is how you know that it's having this different effect on me. When you have a listener go through so many like changes that quickly, it leaves a spiral, a spiral of like thinking and remembering and being like, am I stronger for this? I am going to be stronger for this. And it's a very effective way to kind of end a story. Oh, are we doing the first verse again? We are in the bridge. Okay, that's cool. So we're kind of combining both. So we're combining both verses. Is that what's happening? Verse 1 and verse 2? Or something like that, or the verse and the chorus? Because it definitely, we're having like two different parts happening here. So this is this the reminiscing and trying to push forward to the future, I guess? This feels like the hero's journey is at an end. Oh, this is actually making me a little emotional. Oh my god. Like when we have this, so with me looking at the lyrics, it's like a remember the past but push on in the future. Remember the past, remember what we went through, but make sure to push on. It's like this, you need to move on. You need to remember what we went through, never forget it, and grow from it. Grow from the experiences, growth from the journey. It's, oh my god, this is almost like how you feel when you see a loved one going away. Like it's tough. This one's a tough one. Oh man. It's I guess this is a lot of how I felt when my mother was initially diagnosed with leukemia. She's doing fine now, but like, well, as fine as you can be. She's been fully in remission. The leukemia hasn't been in her system, but it's always that chance that like it could come back. And there have been so many who have not been so lucky that we've seen that it's just hitting me a little harder than I thought it was going to. I'm sorry, guys. Oh, um, excuse me. It's this just feels like somebody is on their deathbed, like, or you're about to lose somebody close to you, and you just want to remember everything they went through, that you've suffered through, that you pushed through, remembering the good, but knowing how hard it's gonna hurt. Oh, shit, this is oh. I didn't expect this bridge to hit me as hard as it is, but like the happy sad, it's so much in the emotions. Okay, I gotta get through this. I'm sorry. Hold on. Oh, this feels like someone on their deathbed, like the ending of something. Like someone's gonna watch over it no matter what. Oh my god, that's from the first song we listened to, isn't it? Holy cow. So it is a full circle, which is why. This is probably why the first song sounded so much like a rebirth or a funeral, because it's a full circle, isn't it? Because these are the words for the first one. Holy cow, guys. We even have the intro piano from that first song we listened to. It is a full circle. I understand now. Holy cow, guys. It's been a while since I've had a piece kind of get me a little bit emotional, but it just reminded me of some of the stuff as kind of losing a loved one at that point, or at least what it kind of feels like, or getting close to it. I mean, I didn't actually lose my mother. I was close to it, but just the uncertainty of it, remembering all the good and troubled times. It's part of what music kind of brings us together, and I think, wow, I understand why. Sorry, I need to give me a second to recompose myself. Shit. Oh my god. Oh, it's been a bit since. Every once in a while you get a song that just like hits you differently for different reasons, and just this felt like losing somebody. Or, someone's suffering was finally at an end and you're just remembering. Oh god. It's I understand why people really really resonated with these particular songs, and I'm glad I was able to listen to all in like one full setting from there. But holy cow, it literally is just like the it felt like someone being born or someone just starting out to here is my purpose in life. I am fulfilling that last purpose no matter what. I have fulfilled the purpose, or at least, that full circle thing. And it's emotional. It puts a lot of emotions into your I'm sorry, I'm a mess right now. Anyways, let me I like to know the full lore between these four songs. Like I'm sure my interpretation is very different than what the interpreters are actually supposed to be, but this was a fun journey to go on. I need to stop for a bit. If there's anything else you want me to listen to, either Sleep Token, any other song, please put it in the description, or please put it in the comments. Let me know about the things that I probably got wrong through this. And if you really enjoy my content, help to support it. Drop a membership. All of that will help to fund more projects and get better equipment and stuff, so we can bring you more content. Join the Discord so we can talk more music stuff and just continue to vibe with us. That's the big thing. We want to keep spreading music. Make sure to support the original artist, and yeah, just all keep being as awesome as you are. And no matter what you're going through, just know that music's a way to help you push your emotions through and help you get through things, like especially these four. Holy cow, this was a journey. All right, guys. I'm gonna go before there's too many onions being cut up here in the tavern. And I need to anyway, like, subscribe, comment if you've not done so yet, and just thanks for hanging out. Let me know anything else you want to hear. And until next time, guys, I'll see you later. Bye bye.